Parenting in the 21st century is ever evolving, and while you balance work, kids, and your sanity, it's easy to feel discouraged. Welcome to the Super Parent Syndrome with your host, Dr. Nick Fanning.
Hey Super Parents, it's Dr. Nick Fanning again with another episode of the Super Parent Syndrome, where we help parents parent themselves. So today, I wanted to switch things back up again, and instead of talking about some of the doom and gloom stuff, I want to talk about the fact that sometimes you just need ... And if honestly, the ... does not even need to be there, because what I'm trying to do is actually show you the fact that it is okay to need. Now hear me. It is okay to have needs, and it's okay to have them. You have needs. You have to have them. Okay? It's not something that's guilty or selfish or self-centered or narcissistic. We have needs, and yet we are in this culture that expressing our needs, for some reason, has been deemed to be selfish, narcissistic, self-centered, things like that. Instead of just honoring the fact that people are brave enough to share their needs and then they go out and get them. Now, here's the thing. A lot of the people that feel like they can't have needs are the ones that are fulfilling the needs of others. And they are surrounded by people who are expressing needs or, for example, maybe not expressing fully their needs, but you're doing a great job of anticipating their needs and fulfilling them. And then what happens is that you're not really fulfilling your own needs because of that, because you're spending so much time anticipating other people's needs and fulfilling them. Now, what I'm specifically talking about is especially you parents doing that, because when you have kids, part of our job is to keep them safe. Okay. And by keeping them safe, it's often anticipating what they're doing and figuring out what they need, and sometimes fulfilling those needs before they even need that. Because here's the thing, sometimes if they don't have a need fulfilled, it can be sometimes dangerous. Well, with our society being such a child-centric society now, that's where we see the rise of helicopter parents and lawnmower parents. Because again, we've gone so adept at figuring out what these kids need, then we end up over providing. Does that make sense? So instead, and everybody's heard of helicopter parents. You know, it's like they're kind of buzzing around. They're making sure that the kid's okay, taking care of problems left and right. And typically, actually, helicopter parents aren't even as bad as lawnmower parents. Lawnmower parents are the ones that kind of clear the path for their kids. They're walking ahead of them, making sure there's no issues way beforehand, not even letting the kids see that there is a problem to overcome, and therefore handling stuff there. So again, I have two problems with that. I don't like lawnmower parents because, again, the kid doesn't get to learn anything. Helicopter parents, the kid might see that there's a problem, but then learns that mom and dad will take care of everything. Versus the parents that allow our kids to have problems, to have failures, to have struggles that they have to figure out themselves. Okay? Well, I went off into a different tangent. What I'm trying to get at past is that the fact that we've gotten so much positive reinforcement to handle other people's needs, we're not handling our own. Okay? And what I mean by that is that mom, dad, you have to start looking out for yourself. And by doing so, you're going to empower your own children to look out for themselves in their needs. Otherwise, you're just going to pass this torch and have it continue on. Okay? Meaning this. If you have needs, such as, for example, I am an introvert. Okay, now it's hard to believe that an introvert has a podcast that has his own business, but at the same time, I look at extrovert and introvert as the way you recover. So extroverts, they recover from stress by being around people and being validated by that. Introverts, they recover from stress by being alone and having some time to themselves to consider things and ponder things. In that definition, I am totally an introvert. Okay, now, with 5 kids and a wife and 3 cats and a business to run and a social media and coaching company to handle, which honestly is like, I'm sorry to say this, folks, but it's like handling more little kids, is that I need time away to just recover. And so those kind of needs don't happen unless I fight for them. And for example, I can tell you that the first several years of my marriage, as my kids were still, I was trying to be super dad. I was trying to like say, oh, you know, my needs last, I can handle this, I can do all you guys. And then I would just every once in a while just kind of be exhausted and have to leave for a weekend and just totally seclude myself. And it was inconvenient and didn't work. Now, if I can do this on a regular basis instead and continually be recharging myself, then I don't have to have these big old like times away that I screw everybody and I need to be by myself. Okay. That's one example. Other examples are, sleep, exercise, time with friends, time with the girls, vacations, whatever it might be. If you have these needs, you need to honor them, because if you don't, nobody's just going to go out of their way to give them to you. And for sometimes the people that are the problem solvers, or the people that help everybody else's needs before their own, they feel like somebody is going to step up and do the same thing for them. And the weird, unusual part is that when that happens, we often, I say we because I do this, we often say, oh, no, thank you so much, but I can't accept that. I can't do this, because again, we have hard time taking when we're so used to giving. Okay, now for some of you, you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, and that's fine. Good job standing up for your needs. I'm proud of you. Good job. For the rest of you, it is time to lead by example. It is time to see that asking for what you want and expressing what your needs are is not selfish. It's good self-care. And by doing so, not only will you help yourself by filling your own cup, because your cup is filled, you're going to be able to help everybody else that much better. And you're going to teach your kids that it's important to do that as well. Folks, it's an easy concept, hard to perform. But I have all the faith in that you can do this. And so what I ask for you as your homework is this. Be honest with yourself, and I want you to start small, okay? I don't want you to say hey, I need a weekend away or a weekend teehee. I want you to say, hey, today, just do something little. Hey, can you go grab me a cup of coffee? Or, hey, can I have 10 minutes to hang out by myself while you watch the kids? Or whatever it might be. Just do something really small that you don't really, quote unquote, need, or you could do if they say no. But at the same time, I just want you to test asking for something that you need to give yourself just a little heads up. Okay? That's your homework. Good luck with it, because it's easier said than done. Anyway, parents, please know you're not alone, and I hope you check out peptalkforparents.com for more information. Thanks so much. This is Dr. Nick Fanning, signing off.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Super Parent Syndrome. Please be sure to visit peptalksforparents.com for more content and our free newsletter. And remember, you are not alone.